I want you to stand back here, right next to face that fan over there. So here's the deal. Today, you're going to be mucus.
Okay.
Can you play mucus for me?
I can try.
Okay. Here's what I'm talking about. There's the mucus.
All right.
All right. Okay, go ahead and put your hands through there.
Okay.
And you're going to play mucus, which has a very important role in our bodies. Because when we start to breathe, bacteria, dust, all kinds of stuff can get thrown at us from the outside world. And if there are viruses and bacteria, they can stick inside of our bodies. They can make us sick. So the mucus's job is to catch this. Are you ready? All right. Here goes. Deep breath in. Another deep breath. Another breath. Another breath. Another breath. There we are. There we are. Oh, very well done. Very well done. All right. You played the mucus very well.
I feel good, thank you.
Now, let's show that out there. When we see this, this means everything's working well. So this is what's supposed to happen. Do you see those little particles on there? Okay, that's stuff that would have been in your lungs otherwise, which is why mucus is critical. So what we're going to look today at is the volume, the color, and the consistency of your mucus. All of those are indicators about how healthy you are and how well protected you are. Okay, now that was the dangerous part. Come on, teacher, let's start with volume. Come on over here. Now, I'm giving you 4 choices here. Okay? 4 choices, and audience, I want your advice here as well. Any idea how much mucus you naturally make in a day? Is it the amount of a thimble? Is it a little bit larger? Let's say a cup. Maybe it's a quart. Maybe it's 3 quarts.
How much mucus is it that you make in a day? Let's do a little test, the orange juice way. Looks like you got a cup here, you're going to take one, you're going to pick that one. Well, is that more fun? How much more much do I make than you? Is it all relative? How about a few? Well, let's see what the mucus does. It fights things and filters things. Well, yeah. How much do we make? It's a quart. That's as much mucus. Whoa.
Because the amount of mucus you make is an important reflection of how healthy you are. You know, we don't make enough mucus. As you remember, it's normally coming down the back of your throat, not through your nose. So we underestimate how much mucus is out there. If you don't have enough mucus, it's often because you're dehydrated. If you have too much mucus, it could also be a sign of inflammation. Right. Now, second thing we're going to talk about is consistency. So I've got you 2 different samples here. If you don't mind, I want you to dip your hands in these. Don't get them on your nice clothes.
Okay.
Dip your hands and tell me which one you think is the normal consistency of mucus. Stick it in there. You can get it in there.
This is watery. This is very, very thick.
Lift it up. Drip something in there. Okay, that's not going anywhere.
Right.
And this one is?
Very thin.
Very thin.
So I'm thinking the correct one would be this one.
Audience, you guys think she's right? Thin mucus is normal mucus. Thin mucus is normal mucus.
Right.
You know why? 95% of mucus, 95% of it is water. And the other 5% are salt and some chemicals your body puts into it. If you've got a thick mucus like this, and that is, I mean, God,
that's really thick.
That's thick.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's thick stuff.
Really thick.
Right.
Yeah.
If you look like this, you should run, by the way, to a doctor. But this kind of thickness is usually a sign of a virus infection. Sinus infection will cause that as well. So those are the big clues that we get. Okay, you got 2 right now. You got one last quiz question. Are you ready? We're going to talk about the color of what to watch out for. So you don't have to bother cleaning your hands because what you're doing now is a lot dirtier. I want you to start with this.
Okay.
This is that's your handkerchief.
Okay.
Now come on over here. And let's just pretend that this is a nostril. Let's just pretend that something's going to come out of it. Because something's going to come out of it. Okay? I want you to hold it on to this nostril right here. Are you ready? You ready to hold it there?
Yeah.
Healthy mucus is thin mucus, not super thick. And the consistency, the color of it, well, let's see what that's like. Yeah.
Infection, absolutely. And we've all seen it in our lives. It takes several days when you get this to get rid of the signs of a cold. If you're really stuffed up, you can use a neti pot to wash that. It actually works really well. This is classic for what happens in the sinus. Okay, now let's take that back. Let's drop that down here. Now, let's come over this side here. Can you reach from there? Now, what happens if you get this coming out of your nose? Go hold that if you don't mind. See, ready? Oh my goodness. All right, so now what are you thinking?
That's something bad.
That's something bad?
Yes.
Right.
That's something bad.
It turns out that just a little bit of blood in your nose will turn all your mucus dark. So when you see this, what I'm usually thinking about is that your nose is dried out.
Oh, okay.
And when you're dried out, you get a small amount of cracking, and that small amount of cracking causes a problem. So especially as the weather gets dry,
Right.
you might want to think about one of these. It's a nose humidifier. Come on over here. You've been such a good sport today.
If you got
Okay, hold
a
up to your
nose that's super dry, you could think
And
about a
this actually
nose
turns on, you put a
humidifier.
little water in the back here, and
Put a
it'll
little
blow
water.
humid air into your nose. And if you have it, and you've got mucus in there, it'll liquefy. But
Liquefy
it'll
is
also
O.
prevent those mucous membranes from getting all dried up and cracking.
Can
so you won't
prevent
get
the
blood in
mucous
there.
membranes
You
from
know
getting
most have
too
blood
dry
mucus coming out of their
and
nose.
cracked.
Right.
But there you have it. The salty, the
There's
bloody,
one
you
way
got
if
it
you have a
all.
lock.
And your clothes are still clean.